If you're ever in England, there is a place quite unlike any other place in the world. Deep in the English countryside, located in the southwest, there is a small village that time has forgotten. No human being has lived there in over 200 years. It won't be on any map, any road sign, as no roads lead to it, and even if you search for it and find it on Google Maps, it's said that this area of the map is blurred out, like a big patch just blurry whilst the rest is fine. Time, and indeed everyone, has forgotten about this place. If you do wish to visit it, you will need to travel there by foot, as the nearest road is 30 miles away. The walk will be long, and towards the end you will have to pass through a huge forest. This forest is dark and most who enter it will never be seen again. If you do make it through the forest alive, I will be waiting. When you come out of the forest, you will be outside the village. It will literally be like stepping 200 years into the past. There is no time for pictures, however, as at this point you will realize that any modern device will be gone. You will get them back later. Make your way through the village, but do not stop. You are being watched. One wrong move will lead to your death. If you bring any sort of weapon, you will be killed. Make your way to the wishing well in the center. Once there you will throw into it a 1p coin, a 2p coin, a 10p, 20p and 50p coin. You will then put into it a sample of your blood. By doing this you are saying you want blood money. When you return, you will gain a vast fortune, but there is still one more thing up for grabs. Do not leave the wishing well, and stand there for 5 more minutes. You've come this far, have you not? A large figure will suddenly emerge from the water in the wishing well. He will rise up to your height, and will then offer out his hand to you. His face will be decomposing, his eyes will be empty with worms going through them. He is the last guy who came to the village, but he didn't listen like he should have. He will offer you his hand. Fear will kick in and you will want to run. But do not run. His hand will have maggots and spiders crawling down it, his flesh will be nothing but bone, the stench will make you want to pass out, but you must take his hand. You will feel a surge of power rush through your body followed by a huge flash of light. A thunderstorm will erupt out of nowhere. You will pass out. When you awaken, this could be 5 minutes later, it could be 5 years, you will be lying in your sleeping space in your home. You will be unharmed in any way, any virus, disease or illness you had will now be gone. You will be attractive, and above all else, you will now be immortal. If you ever return, you will notice that the village is now occupied again by townsfolk, except they're living in a time zone 200 years ago. When you enter it, all time on the outside world will freeze until you leave the village again.